Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Chuck Diesel, the Lone Wolf, and we back with another episode of Sake Sundays. You already know we got to say a special shout out to our sponsor, Sake High. This right here is your sugar-free, gluten-free, additive-free source of alcohol, baby. You can get it ordered from online at sakehigh.com. This is hand brewed in Kyoto, Japan. Get you some. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pour it up while our guest introduces himself.
Hey, yo, what's going on? This is the one and only Neverlone Billionaire Cruise. How y'all doing? Shout outs to everybody. Much love and respect.
Oh, go ahead and tell the people what you do.
Well, besides my good looks, I'll say I do music. I do a lot of marketing and branding. I do a lot of businesses connections. And also I travel a lot, and I do help the community a lot too. And so I just working in a lot of projects, not only music but filming, and produce a couple of my projects.
What are some of the films that you produce?
Right now, I would say it's called Taste for Blood. You can watch it on YouTube right now. The director's called Michael Cortazzo. The one who produced the film. It has great actors in there. If you're into horror films, I would say this is definitely one you want to see. But if you don't want to see so much horror films, because there's a lot of blood going on there.
I was just about to say, is it a vampire movie? What's it about?
Nah, it's kind of like you ever heard the story of Jeremy Dahmer?
Oh, yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer?
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
did he eat people?
Yeah, he ate people. So on this story, it's like a copycat of him, So he murders a lot of his family, eats his family. So the family comes back and gets payback on them.
Who wrote it?
Michael, the director.
Okay. Yeah. Directed and wrote it. Okay.
Yeah.
See you, Michael. No, for sure, bro. That's, you feel me? It's like some people will get a director because they don't trust their vision.
Right, totally. I totally agree.
Or they don't trust themselves to make people do their vision, I should say. It's like you have to be able to talk to people as well as come up with the story.
No, I agree. It takes time to put things together, a project together, audition people together, see the reels, and choose the part, because
and the road with that, bro. People, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say the role chooses you and stuff.
That part too, and I was just gonna say, even to get to that part though, of having the roles being chosen, you have a casting director sometimes. Or you have the person who wrote it. You have the director. You have the casting director who actually looks at and casts the people, and then all three of them have to work together to get the direction of the story across.
No, I agree. Yeah, definitely. And sometimes your vision, it's just amazing, because whatever is in your mind, and you writing and you're seeing it, how you bring it back out to life, and saying, you'd be like, damn, this was all in my head, now I could see it.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying. For him to write it and direct it, not all the time is the writer the director, because the writer will be like, now you make people do it. You bring this to life.
No, totally. I agree 100%. I feel like if you want to be creativity, I think you just take your time to create it. You know what I mean?
And I feel like that is true. If you take the time, you can do more than the role you started off with. It's just you have to learn how and develop that skill as well, which is patience and time.
No, and I agree, because, also you study all the great actors, directors, the films you love. And, I don't know if you ever seen a film, but have you ever turned off the volume and you could tell who knows that actor, who does it. It's crazy. If you ever turn off the volume, you could tell, he'd be like, yeah, he's a good actor. And the other one's like, okay, maybe not that sharp, but,
And see, I never, I've watched movies without the sound, but I never looked at it and critiqued it from that lens as, is he doing, not doing, but I get what you mean. You could tell from the movements, the facials, the little things.
Right.
That aren't how in the tone. Without hearing, can I see the action in your physicality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I haven't watched the movie silently and looked for it. I've seen it, I've noticed it, or I'm like, ooh, he talking this shit right now. You know what I mean? Without any sound, you can just see it in the face, or you're like, ooh, something's about to happen, because the look that he just gave, it was a wrap. 3 seconds ago, 3 beats, 3 moments ago, when that one thing happened, you saw the whole shift happen, and for the last 10 seconds, I've just been waiting for the turn to happen in the scene. Now I don't even know what's going on because I can't hear it.
Right.
Yeah. I've never consciously looked at it to see if I can tell, but it's crazy when you can do that.
Yeah, it's definitely, it surprises you. For real, surprised when you be like, what? Like, I missed that. Like,
And that's another thing, missing something because the sound is on. But
Yeah.
then when you get the sound off, you catch it.
Yeah, that's crazy to me, man.
But really, it just goes to speak into how, like, as people, we can't always take into account everything.
No, totally.
You feel me? We get overwhelmed way easier than we think.
No, it is, and I feel like when you watch a film or you doing music, like you just got to be open minded. You know what I mean? Like open minded. I mean, everybody likes different type of music. Everybody has their different top five, right? Definitely, like everybody likes.
What's your top five? Top five R&B. All right, let's do multiple. We're gonna do multiple top fives. Let's do top five R&B artist male, R&B artist female, rapper male, rapper female, and for fun, favorite rock star.
Okay. So for the hip hop, I go based on who I listen to more, right? Whose music I listen to more. So I would put 50 Cent as my number one. 50 Cent.
Let's take a shot to that. Let's take a shot to that. I was talking to this little shawty, bro, and I just mentioned 50 Cent as like a reference point to a certain like statue in success as a rapper.
Right.
And she was like, 50 Cent, wow, you old. I was telling you that 50 Cent is the hottest rapper right now. That's not what I'm saying. But respect where it is due. For those of you who don't know, 50 Cent's freshman entry into hip hop, crazy.
Yeah,
bonkers.
Yeah, because to me, he's like Superman of hip hop. Superman of hip hop. Because he didn't have to survive all that, but he did. And I guess God had a plan for him, right? And he just changed the game. Like,
he changed like the criteria and expectation for a rapper, especially a rapper in less than 5 years. World tours, magazine covers, gold songs with minimal anything other than talent. And I won't say anything because he was backed by, which is backed by Dre, which is backed by deep pockets.
Yeah.
When it comes to average, you know what I mean? An average musician does not have the budget to promote on a superstar level.
Yo, but that mixtape he did, man, the changer for the mixtapes, man, like, and he just blew up
the run of them.
Yeah, I think he has like one of the dopest diss tracks too. Like,
bro, I was about to say he beefed with so many people.
Yeah, he did too.
He beefed with so many people.
But that was his marketing plan. You know what I mean? That was just
still to this day. I don't say he doesn't be beefing, but he be talking. He be jibber jabbing. He jibber jab, and it's all for fun and games.
Yeah, because he knows the game. He's been doing it for a long time, and I just respect what he does in his interviews and how he elevated the filming game too. Like,
and bro, I will say that at first I was wary. 50 Cent TV shows. What are we about to have? Do you watch them
all the time, bro? Like I watch Power. I watch BMF. I watch Life, the one he did.
What's Life about?
That's like a convict that is a lawyer. And
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's pretty good. Like, say he's a lawyer and he helps other convicts in jail and stuff like that. So, because they did him wrong and stuff like that. But he started studying. He did his homework and then he became one of the greatest lawyers and stuff like that.
I got to look into it.
Yeah, I would say for my second one would be Eminem. That would be my second one, Eminem. Just respect everything he does. His music, his lyrics. He's just, his energy and stuff like that. And the dude's just a monster, man.
Eminem is in my top 10. Top 5, I will never do a top 5 most of the time because we're going to be here as I just decide between a couple people. You feel me? Yeah. Eminem's in my top 10, hands down.
For me, like the number 3, I'll give it to Lil Wayne. He also had that mixtape run, man.
Weezy's mixtape run. Look, people talk about 50 Cent, and I was still young, you feel me? So it's like, I didn't even realize some of the music was mixtapes. Wayne's mixtape runs, I was at the computer, like, overwhelmed how the drops was coming. And
he was like, almost every feature song, man. That was crazy to me. Ain't killing it.
Somebody about that the other day. We got on the topic of Wayne, and I was like, one thing that's actually ridiculous is how many features this man knocked out in 2008, right?
Yeah.
Like, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe Wayne did over 100 features, bruh, between 2008 and 2009, or 2008 and 2010.
Yeah. Police. That sounds about right.
But what? And For people who don't just like look at music facts and stuff like this, just look at how many songs Lil Wayne has in his catalog.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Exponentially greater than the average musician. We talk about Tupac and Biggie being great and legends, no disrespect at all.
Right.
But it's like if we make them legends based off of a body of work so small, and then we see somebody who has dropped music that has been critically acclaimed to be on the same level at times, but drop, I don't even know. I don't know how many songs that Pac and Biggie dropped, but I want to say there's less than 200 songs in rotation by those niggas, bro.
Yeah, he probably surpassed them by now. Yeah.
Wayne easily has 200 songs in his catalog that people know.
Yeah. I remember in an interview, I think if I'm not mistaken, he said he had over 1,000 songs or something.
Yes, he does. Last time I looked, it was like 1,064.
Damn.
And that's just like, no. And not, he wrote for a couple albums between like, I hate doing this, bro. I'm a Wayne fan, bro. But he wrote up until he was like, I want to say in his 20s. Mid-20s.
Right.
And then he stopped during one of his mixtapes. He ripped out every page.
I remember that.
Yeah, during the recording sessions. So he's been not writing for over 15 years. But it's honestly, when you think about it, if you like follow and listen to artists who don't write, Jay-Z doesn't really write. He writes songs in his head. But there's one thing I realized is like he literally will write the song in his head. You feel me?
Yeah.
Where the lines are written in his head. He just doesn't use the pen and paper. And then Kanye doesn't really write lyrics. And it's actually funny because he used that shit as a bar and said, I don't write lines, I think them. I forgot better shit than you ever thought of. Because I'm so good, I don't even need to write them down because I have so much genius shit just flowing from me.
Damn, that's crazy.
So those are three artists right there who all don't write.
I would say the other one for me would be like DMX. DMX would be the other one for me.
And once I learned more about DMX, I respected it. I did not realize like the effect that he had on people on such a grand scale.
Yeah, man, his music is nothing like his energy. Even Jay-Z said it, like they were in an event together. Like they were at an event, a concert, they were about to come out together. And DMX went first, and then he's like, he does that dog thing, right? And people go crazy, and then he just, the energy was wow. Like, what I'm saying, his energy, I think it's 2 platinum albums went #1 and stuff like that in the same year. That was crazy. So I and then his acting thing was pretty cool. That he was doing the acting thing. He was a very humble dude. Like I even got an Instagram from him and stuff like that. So
what he said?
He said, "Dog, I see you working. I respect what you're doing. So basically, like he wanted me like to work with him. So I still got the text and everything, stuff like that from him, Instagram and stuff like that. So I respect him a lot for that and stuff like that.
When was that?
That was a few days before he passed away and stuff like that. Yeah, a few days.
What were you gonna do if you did work with him?
Well, we would have to like talk and put a budget together, of course. You know what I mean? And then like I'll probably like start writing some stuff. See, if he's like this or like that. I've always been like the listening type, like
So to make a song together?
Yeah. Whatever like you would tell me, I'll listen to it. So I'm not the type that be like, nah, I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, now I'll take your advice because maybe you see something I don't and stuff like that. So.
All right, you got one more.
Last one I'll say is Tupac. Just, his music, his poetic and his lyrics and emotional. Like, you could just feel everything he's saying. And it's just Tupac, man. Like, what more can you say?
All right, so that's male rappers, female rappers, or do you want to do R&B artists?
R&B? Yeah. I don't know if people are going to hate me for this, man, but R. Kelly, #1, man. I'm sorry. I think his music's amazing, bro. Like, his music is just, hasn't been no other, like, R. Kelly, bro, to tell you the truth. Like, all due respect to everybody, you know what I mean? Like, I understand, you know what I mean? Like, it's just his music, but it's just next level. Like, I don't know how to explain it, man. Like,
I don't say much. Kelly, #1.
Damn. I will say, I guess, Usher, R&B.
With that.
Pretty cool. I like what he did for the Super Bowl and stuff like that.
Usher's that guy.
Very creative. I don't know. Like, it's Justin Bieber R&B or he's just pop. Yeah, I'll say Justin
Bieber. I respect that. He hard. Justin Bieber hard body. Now, and when he was younger, hey! I was like, who the fuck is this? But then once I saw the plaques, Go ahead, me. Go ahead, me. You feel me? Respect to Bieber, man. All day. Hats off to Justin Bieber.
112. Never heard of the 112? They're really good. Like they were around Biggie's time and stuff like that.
Bet.
112.
I'm sleeping.
And then I would say the last one. I don't know if he's still around, but his name was like, or the group. Like I'll say the group better. Like Jagged Edge.
Oh yeah, all right. Old school.
Yeah, that one. I would still listen to their music to the day. So
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Female R&B.
R&B. Lauryn Hill. She's badass. Mariah Carey, is she considered R&B?
I'd put her in R&B.
Yeah.
I'm by my standard. Yeah, R&B. I used to love Mariah Carey. I thought she was fun.
Whitney Houston.
Queen. That's the queen right there.
For sure. Whitney Houston.
She's pretty pop too, though.
Oh, yeah. Anything she does.
I was saying music was different, though, at that time, too. Like, you could do whatever.
Yeah.
If you was good. Good.
I don't know. The other ones, I'm not sure.
I'll finish for you. Alicia Keys.
Okay, yeah. I like Alicia Keys, yeah. I just can't think about the name, but yeah.
That's Bob Ivy, right? Actually, I don't know. That is, I guess, out of who you named, I could get behind. I used to love Mariah Carey. Whitney Houston is, of course, legendary. Lauryn Hill, one of my favorite artists, partially because of my mom. And yeah, it's like, I like Rihanna. Don't really care. Put her on my face.
Rihanna, I thought she was more like pop or something.
Look, again, you're asking me about my standards. She's saying, what's her name? Jill Scott is hard.
Oh, yeah, she's dope.
And also, what's her name? India Arie.
Yeah.
India Arie is hard.
She's good, too.
And I can't say I don't appreciate SZA and Ari Lennox. Like, they're cool. They don't stick to me, though. But I'm also not a woman. And I feel like they're writing for women, or as at least Keys. Yeah, Beyonce is. I can put her on my list, though.
I'll give her to Beyonce.
For her accolades, you can't, you feel me, Queen Bee. Hats off. Been running this and running it. Like, if you like Nicki Minaj, you like Beyonce.
Right.
Yeah. So respect is where respect is due. But she's not making my top 10 favorite list or my top 5 favorite list. She's not my favorite. You feel me?
Yeah.
No disrespect to it. So you said Beyonce, not first. But Lauryn Hill, Beyonce,
Mariah Carey, Lauryn Hill.
I said that.
Oh, you said that. Right?
Alicia Keys. You really want to put her on there?
Yeah.
Alicia Keys, Mariah Carey, and Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
All right, sure. That's a solid list.
Sure.
And then favorite female rappers.
I like Nicki Minaj.
She's been the number one most played female artist for a long time.
I like Lil Kim.
Okay, respect.
Yeah, Lil Kim. Lotto was pretty cool.
You like Lotto?
I mean, certain songs, you know.
No disrespect. I've heard her spit, but I feel like, again, it's not her fault necessarily, industry type shit.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of her music and a lot of her marketing, I feel like is over-sexualized.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to appreciate the music more than her physicality.
I agree.
You feel me? That's my only reason for that reaction.
Cardi B. I mean, there's certain songs.
Cardi has definitely stepped on some shit before, bro. Cardi has definitely stepped on some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Even when I knew it was up for Cardi B, is the first time I heard Bodak Yellow, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's like I heard it and I was like, I didn't listen to the radio, period, at this time period. And I didn't really listen to popular music. I had no clue who she was.
Right.
My mom had said something to me because she'd be watching the reality TV shows about, do you know who Cardi B is? I said, no.
Oh, from the Love and Hip Hop thing?
And one day I'm in the car, bro. I just got a new car, bro. And it had Sirius XM in it. And so I'm listening to the hip hop station. And I think it was Eminem Radio too, bro. So I'm like expecting bars. And I'm driving on the freeway and all of a sudden I hear that shit drop and I'm like, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. I was like, what is this? Then I'm riding halfway through. I turn it up a little bit. Bruh, give it less than a month. The song came on again. And the second hook came in and I said, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. Hold on. What's going on? This song is way too hard. It got me acting up, bro. This song got me acting up.
Sticking there. It's just like it's sticking there. Like, oh.
After that, I knew it was up for Cardi B. I was like, she could get me to sing along and I don't even listen to the radio.
Right.
She be making hits.
Yeah, totally.
Drop two mixtapes in 6 months with bitch working as hard as me. Bro, the cadence went crazy.
Yeah, the energy too.
Yeah, bro, she killed it.
I like about it. She's like very bilingual, so she does the English and the Spanish. So that's pretty cool. Like you know what I mean? Representing both, you know.
Yeah. Cardi, Nicki, Kim. Damn.
Is there other ones?
Iggy Azalea. I'm not recommending her as a top 10. This is just the first
I met her once. They did a video with her and Britney Spears when they did that song.
I didn't know they had a song.
Yeah, it's about pretty girls or something like that.
What was the video like?
It was like they're outer space. They were robots.
Were you in Italy?
Yeah, I was in there, but you know, just more of the club thing where it was like everybody dancing and stuff like that. So it's like, Britney was nice. He said it was like not really that humble and stuff.
I've had dates. No, I dated a girl who looked like her once.
Yeah,
yeah. She told me that she looked like her. I didn't think that. I did think it after she said it, but like it didn't come.
Did you compare pictures?
Once she said it, yeah. Once she said it, bro, I was like, "You look like Iggy Azalea." People be telling you that, bro. You just let me know, try and make me jealous. People think I look like her. You feel me? And I was like, I like you more now. I like you more now. Like, nah, honestly, I don't think I cared too much. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was funny.
That was funny. Yeah.
It was funny. But yeah. Iggy Azalea was sexy though. She was sexy. I guess she is sexy. No, I'm not telling you to put her on your top 10. It's just other first female rapper I thought of. What's her name? No Name Gypsy?
Oh, Queen Latifah.
Oh yeah, Queen
I
Latifah.
like her.
You know No Name Gypsy?
Maybe if I see her face or hear her music.
Chance the Rapper's shit.
Maybe if I hear her song, I'll be like, yeah, I know what that is.
This is actually sad that I can't think of more female rappers off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I only know from back then, like you know, Lady Rage and what was the other one, Foxy Brown.
Yeah, honestly, Nicki really just been rocking heavy.
Yes, she has, man. Like she has
for a long time.
And all those features, she's like a
she's
like a girl Wayne.
I was about to say she's the baby Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
I call her a girl Wayne, bro. Honestly, sometimes Nicki go harder than Wayne, bro. I can't front, bro. Nicki has definitely snapped on a verse just as hard as Wayne has before. You can't, bro. If you say she hasn't,
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Yeah,
but like Nicki has definitely snapped on a song just as hard as Lil Wayne has.
She killed other guys on the feature, man.
Bruh, Monster, to this day, I still think she had the best verse on Monster. Pull up in that Tonka, automobile gangster, with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka. Yeah, I'm in that Tonka, color it with Lee Wonka. You could play the king, watch the queen conquer. First thing first, I'ma eat your brain. I mean, I guess Jay-Z's verse also went just as hard, bro. It was like Sasquatch, King, that shit was hard. Godzilla. Yeah.
He did with all the rappers. What was it called with DJ Khaled? All I do is win, right? All I do is win.
She was on that?
Yeah, she was on that.
I don't remember her.
Yeah. She sounded harder.
I remember
because everybody was on that.
I remember Ludacris's verse.
Yeah, that was crazy too.
Ludacris,
the bank account thing.
This is what we call. So put a fist in the air if you can. You know, just there and everybody we fall. But watch your mouth when it's out in the house and we on that hood. Ludacris is honestly one of my top 10 rappers.
No, he's good, bro.
One of my top 10, bro.
He's great.
Yeah. But no, all I do is you got that in my head. Yeah. What? Niggas on the football field, like, bro. Yeah, bro. Got money on my mind. Bro, I was the type of person, when I played football, I would be rapping. I guess now that I'm older, I think of it more like an ADHD tick or something. But I would be on the field, bro. I play line. I'm D-line. I'm down there on the 3-point stance. All I do is win, no matter what. Nigga, the play end, the other team's like, who the fuck is on the defense team? And I was like, you feel me, bro? I was getting motivated. I was a clown, bro. Instead of doing like war paint on my face,
I don't need a motivational speech. I'm ready.
You feel me? Out there on the line, like Wayne and Drake, bro, like. Black seats with the black Ferrari with the red seats. I call it playing checkers. I'm never do whistle blow. I'm the first one off the line. And people are like, is that you rapping? Yes. Did I distract you? My bad. Pay attention. Hey, bruh, I would do smiley faces instead of war paint. People were annoyed as fuck with me. Like, who the fuck is the kid singing songs with smiley faces on?
That's next level.
Hey, it's the nigga who's getting to the QB every time. What is you talking about?
He's in it to win it.
You feel me? Bro, we had already won in my book. That's why I would say all he do is win, no matter what. Like, if I could have, bro, I would have had my MP3 player in during games.
Yeah.
Definitely would have. Yeah.
You don't think it would have broken?
Probably. That's why I couldn't. That and they disqualify you, bro. Earrings. Nigga, you have an earring in and they see you take your helmet. Ejacket. Nigga, what? Yeah. But, and that it hurt, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Getting clocked with earrings in, you be like, they just stabbed the back of my head, my ear hole. Damn. The whole just left side of my head hurt now. Do you play sports? Or wait, you still got another rapper?
Another rapper? Female rapper?
Nicki,
Cardi,
Lil Kim. Did we tap right there?
I think.
No, you said Queen
Latifah. Yeah, last one.
The Brat?
Oh, yeah. The Brat's pretty good. She's pretty good. She's really dope.
We gotta bring back female rappers. What's up?
That's true.
What about, I mean, if you like Lotto, bruh, you said Lotto, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was already 5 then. Yeah, we tripping. I was gonna say, if you like Lotto, bruh, Meg Thee Stallion is not a bad rapper.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty good, too.
Yeah, she got bars. Meg got bars.
Yeah.
Just, again, the over-sexualized shit be getting to me.
Right.
We know you got a fat ass. Stop telling me. I can see it. I don't need you to rap about it. I guess Nicki talk about her pussy a lot, too. But Nicki got bars, bro. She'll out-rap any.
But you could tell on the bar thing, you know what I mean?
And it's like Nicki's bars like that, it's like she had to put that in there. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like she could rap about 1,005 different things, and it's just about to be hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like she done rapped about.
She could be all covered up in stone.
You feel me, bro? She don't gotta rap about her booty. She don't gotta rap about sex. At one point in time, she was rapping about drug dealing and shit, bro, or just. You feel me? Like, shit like that. And it's like, it was still hard, bro. She didn't have to.
I heard some of her mixtapes, too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was listening to Nicki when she was mixtape Nicki, when she was still unsigned, bro. Like, when she was talking about signing with Gucci, she was still working with Wayne. Like,
free and stuff.
You feel me? Before she was signed is when I found her, bro. And I was like, who is this? Because did a song, actually. She had a song, Baddest Bitch. And she had a song with Gucci, bro. Her and Gucci, did they do a Shopping Problems remix? I think they did a Shopping Problems remix, and then her and Gucci had another song, bro. And so that's how I even found them, because people was, you like Gucci? I like Gucci now. When I was in middle school, I was, honestly, I can't even front.
He has like a unique sound.
Let's take a shot for Guwap. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a Guwap fan, bro. When I was like 13, 14, I didn't understand. I was like, why does everybody like him? I was a big Wayne fan, bro.
Right.
I wanted bars. Wayne and Jay-Z and Eminem and Ludacris at this point in time were my biggest influences. So it was like, what is this? And then I heard Shopping Problem. I heard Shirt Off. I heard, what was it? I'm a dog. 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 And I was like, all right.
I gotta say another one like Nipsey, man. I really liked him.
Nipsey. Nipsey is another one I didn't dislike Nipsey. I just didn't get it.
It was just a hustling. I was just listening to his many talking about hustling music, you know what I'm saying? Bar hustling, like, you know, and he taught me a lot, like everything about hustling, how to invest your money, how to move it. He's like, it was just smart, like, genius, smart bars, I would say. It's just a genius when it comes to his bars.
And so once I understood it wasn't just the music, I was like, all right, I like this guy. You feel me? But I'm from Ohio. So it was like, I didn't know who Nipsey was. When I first realized Nipsey Hussle existed, and no disrespect at all, but it was when he did the mixtapes and he sold, what, was it gold?
Yeah.
Just off of like 100 or 10 mixtapes, whatever it was.
Yeah, he was like selling them 100 each, and then Jay-Z, I don't know how many Jay-Z bought. Like, and then after that, it started blowing up.
And so it was when that got like, probably Twitter, bruh. I was on social media from as soon as all of them were accepted. So I think it was Twitter. It was being rotated around Twitter that he had sold like 100K in mixtapes, and he had only sold X amount, or was it? I think it might have been 1,000 a piece, bro. Whatever it was, he was selling his CD for over $100, and he wasn't even a platinum selling artist ago. That he was another artist on the grind, on the come up. He had gotten notoriety and already been, making his music a business, but he was not a successful rapper by people's clout ideas of what a rapper does and is.
No, I agree. And then I got a couple of his mixtapes, and then his clothing line, got a couple of his clothing line, and I just love this album. I mean, I listen to this day, the Victory Lap.
Yeah.
I love Victory Lap. I love Grinding on My Life. That's all. I think that's like one of the hardest beats you listen to, like Grinding on My Life. And,
Oh, bro, I'm listening, yeah, for sure. Especially being out here now, bro. It's like I couldn't not. It's like I moved out here like the same year he passed or the year after. So it was like if I didn't get it before I got here, I definitely understood that it's not just about these songs. It's not just about these rap songs, you feel me? It's about the message and it's about the integrity. It's about the core of the person. It's about the knowledge. It's about the identity of self. You feel me? It's about so much more than him just being a rapper. You feel me? It was just he chose rap as his mode to being the method. Like he was giving the method. My nigga was giving. He was.
yeah.
I'm gonna go far and say that Nipsey Hussle was making himself the new generation God.
Yep. I agree. Like he was doing so much for his community. He changed a lot of people's lives, his brother's life. Like I met his brother actually. It's a funny story. I ran into him to Starbucks in Sherman Oaks.
How do you know it was his brother?
Black Sam. You know, he's like kind of look like Nipsey, just a little bit skinnier and has glasses and stuff. And I don't know, something made me just call up his name, like, yo, Black Sam. He turned around. Yeah, like that. It's like I was like, oh man, I'm a fan of your brothers, you know, and I was like, I respect everything you guys are doing, and we took a picture and stuff like that. A really humble guy, like down to earth and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope. Yeah. Where was it?
It was Starbucks in Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks. That is random. I wonder if he stay out there just to stay out the way. What part of the city you live in?
I'll stay by Culver City.
Culver? Bet. All right, bet. We're not far from each other. Damn, bro. We should have did this on a month. I do both locations, you feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's straight.
Nah, it's a cool location right here, bro.
After this, we could play something, you know what I mean? Hear what he bang like.
Yeah.
Speaker sound like.
Yeah.
We in the studio, you might as well. But no, that's dope. Have you ever met any other celebrities that has been dope?
I would say I met Wayne. Actually, I worked with Wayne. I come out in one night.
You met Wayne?
Yeah,
that's dope. I'm jealous.
All the Young Money was there. The video's called Crazy, and I was playing like a mental patient, and we're like a lot of mental patients in there, and I'm like sitting next to like this other guy, and we're playing chess or something, and Wayne comes. I didn't know he was gonna do that, and then he comes and throws cold water at me, man, and I'm just going like crazy, like, because that was part of the acting part of the video and stuff like that. But yeah, I got to meet Wayne, very humble, like. Before we got started, like he came and introduced himself and shaked our hand and stuff like that. I mean, he had to do that. But,
nah, bro, yeah. It's always so surprising when someone on his statue or just someone who's acclaimed is.
And I will respect them forever.
So much more.
No matter what people say about him, or good or bad, but I will always respect him because I actually got to work with him, got to meet him. I see that type of person he is.
That is not for fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was there. All the Young Money was there. It's a Drake and Nicki Minaj, but everybody else was there, and I think Christina Milan was there around that time. And we were at downtown LA next to the Greyhound. There was like a huge location there, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, and the video was really dope, and the music was dope, and I would say Lil Wayne, and then who's the other?
Birdman?
Nah, he wasn't there. I'm surprised he wasn't there. I met MGK. I met him, Wiz Khalifa, because I did a video with them. It's called Mind of a Stoner. A pretty cool song. So I got to meet them. Pretty cool guys, very humble and stuff like that. And who else? There's a few of them I remember. Was a Cardi B video I did, but I didn't get to meet her though, but because she was in and out. And you know how it is. They come, they do their thing, and left. I got to meet T.I., but it was pretty quick. I don't remember what video was that though, but T.I., it seemed really cool. Who else? Oh, Akon was pretty cool. Like we did a video together right here by UCLA, but like some mansion around UCLA. Oh, I forget. One chamber, something like that. And then he was a very humble dude. I got to meet his manager first, a guy named Bob or something. He was doing like the...
Shout out to Bob.
Yeah. He was doing the convict clothing line around that time, and I got to meet him, and then he gave me his mixtape. It was really coming out, his mixtape. He has like a lion face with, and then his face, Cash Out. I think the song was called Cash Out or something like that.
Was it Cash Out?
Yeah.
The artist Cash Out?
No, like... I don't know if there was any more, but... I think that's it. That's all I could remember right now. But it was a few of them. But each one I met, like, I mean, it's I never had a bad experience that like with Iggy Azalea. But Britney Spears was cool. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Australian people, do they have a reputation of being mean?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Because I met a couple of them. They were nice. Yeah. But then again, you know, like maybe you're under pressure and going through a lot. I don't know. You know how it is. You know, you have all this production and you know.
Or yeah, I mean, yeah, it's real possible to just have a lot.
You're concentrating on your character, right? Like,
no, yeah. And some people are just assholes. I'm not gonna say he is an asshole. I don't know.
But I don't care to find out. Right? The saying that you know a lot of people be like, man, I was so excited to meet this artist, and then
and it's great. Yeah, no, and that's why when you said Wayne was like humble like that and actually like greeted you, I'm like, you always got to give respect to people like that. Because I met Isaiah Rashad and I met the baby, bro, and
they were cool guys.
If you didn't know who they were, it would have been just like me and you sitting here.
Really?
I mean, granted, you already know, bro. Like they weren't like trying to come sit and talk with us. You feel me?
Now I remember Tyga. I did a video with Tyga. It's called Raw Serve or something like that, and he was really cool guy. Really, we took a picture. It was nice. So he was a cool guy, like Tyga.
I like Tyga. I used to like Tyga. Music stopped appealing to me, bro. It's like when he first was like young with Young Money, before the Jenners, before the Kardashians, that reality TV star. Before Tyga was a reality TV star,
and he was just doing the Young Money thing.
I was a big Tyga fan. I thought he was next up, bro. I was ready for him to be the next Drake for real.
He had a unique sound.
The way that like Drake ushered in behind Wayne, I thought Tyga was about to be that for Young Money. I won't front. I was prepared for it. I thought Tyga was nice. And then he just started making the same song. No, Rack City blew up. You know what I mean? And he made a lot of songs that sounded like Rack City. I'm a motherfucking star.
Do you think when that happens, is it more on the artist or is it more on the producer?
I think it's more on the way that big music has gone. Like
the trends and stuff.
Exactly. Look at it like this. If you make $100 million, if you make $100,000, if you know X plus Z equals Y, that X is this song, the Y is a lot of plays, and the X and the Z, X plus Y equals Z. Yeah, if the X is a lot of plays, and the Y is this sounding song, and the Z is 100K, I'm doing good math. I'm going to make this song every day. And so it becomes more on, like you said, the trends, bro. The trends in, like, what people are gravitating to and the way you get paid for music. You feel me? He gets paid for having a song that's constantly played, constantly streamed. And again, in this, I'm going to say a lot of Tyga's music was some stuff you could play in the strip club after Rack City came out. And that's not taking it this way or that way. It's just the factual notice. But I'll also say this. Drake is an artist that a lot of people base their music off of. And he did the same thing. If some of his songs couldn't be played in strip clubs for a while, he would do something different. Like, multiple artists have used strip clubs as a basis for whether this song is cool. Because if the women like it, it's going to get played more. And if it's played at the strip club, that means it's something that could be turned up to 24/7 any time of the day. You feel me? And then, it's just a ploy. It's marketing. It's marketing and branding and repetition to make the same result. And if the result is a big bag, this is what it is. It's a big bag. You just try Rack City, bitch. That's what he told you, bro.
I would say about Drake, like he what I like about him, that he's not afraid like to do different languages music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's willing to do a Spanish thing, and it still sounds pretty dope. I'll give it to him. Like, you know.
I will say, what song is your favorite that he sung in Spanish in?
The one he did with Bad Bunny.
Yes, that's exactly. bro, I was at a point where I was like, Drake, we need something, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I was late to the song. So once I heard it, I just had faith in him again I was listening to Drake again. We was talking about Nicki. Before Nicki was signed, I was listening to Drake before he signed with Young Money. So it was like seeing the whole trajectory. There's so many points where I was like, what's going on with what my expectation was from the music. And so once I heard that, I was like, so he never completely lost the spark. It's just been applied weirdly. Even in that sense, though, because it's like, Kenny had to do it to him. But he just pulled my man's card and said, where's your authenticity? And so I love the collab with him and Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
But I have to question, did you genuinely just want to make a good song? You feel me? Like, was this about the music at all? Was this about being the best artist you could be? Or is this about competing with another man who has the shine right now and you say I can do it too just as well? Like, I don't like that whole competitive edge on everything. You feel me? Especially because this is a singing song and it's a whole nother genre and language of music. With that being said, I had to listen to the song 3 times. The first time I heard the song, I got front to end and I said, where's Drake at?
Really?
On God, bro. I said, where's Drake's part? And then I listened back and I heard the tone shift a little and I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And then I listened to the whole song, and then I ran it back again, and I was like, all right, so this is Drake. Snappers, snappers, this is crazy. And then I heard when they started switching back and forth, and I said, impeccable. That's dirty work. Would have never guessed. Much respect given. But I still have my same question. What was the motivation? We'll never know. It's always going to be because it was for a good song. I think it was 50. My nigga said I could do it too. He said I could do it too. Let me see.
I mean, Nicki did it too. It sounded dope too. She's done a lot of like Spanish remix with other artists and stuff like that.
But she is Trinidadian. I'm pretty sure she's Trinidadian. Yeah. So it's like it falls in line with her heritage.
That's true.
Where did we get the champagne poppy? Like, no disrespect.
I would wonder the name, like, where did that name come from? Did he love champagne that much?
You know? What is that song? You said Spanish women love me. You feel me?
Yeah.
In the motto. You feel me? That's where it came from, bro. He said, I'm in Miami, bitch. I love my Puerto Ricans, my Dominicans. You feel me? That's where it came from. That's where Champagne Poppy came from. You feel me? Once he came to America, he was with Wayne and Baby and them in them booty clubs. You fell in love.
Oh my God. But I mean, I think it's great that, I mean, Kendrick's doing the Super. I think that's great. Like, you know what I'm saying, that Kendrick's doing the Super Bowl. And, I mean, I would have loved Wayne to be there too, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's his city, you know what I mean? And I would have loved him to be there too, you know? I thought they were going to give it to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know it was about to be in Louisiana, but I feel like I shared a lot of people's same surprise when it wasn't Wayne. Like, bro, what?
I was shocked.
Weezy F all day.
They didn't put an event for him, you know?
Yeah, no, that's wild.
And they gave him like the key to the city, right? Like the key to the city. I think Master P, like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I think they made a holiday for him over there or something. So they're doing a lot of stuff for him and stuff like that.
That's pretty crazy. A holiday?
Yeah.
That's dope to have your own holiday.
That's how much they respect him out there, you know?
But I mean, everybody knows Weezy F, bro. He's an international figure at this point.
But I mean, all props and congrats to Kendrick. You know, I mean, he deserves it.
I mean, that word, but
nah, it's much love and respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know a lot of the people will prefer Wayne to be there. You know, but you know, if that's how they chose it and they made it happen, then you know, I'm saying much love and respect for Kendrick. You know, because he's one of the dopest.
I'll say that people made a valid point when they just was like, "Do you really want to endure a whole?" like hour of, and then they just did impersonations or played like bad clips from Wayne, and I'm like, bro, why y'all dragging him like this, bro? Leave my man's alone.
Respect the legend.
Like, look, we know we get it when we see Weezy, bro. We know it might be a toss-up, but dang, bro, people was dragging my nigga, bro. They was doing Weezy dirty, especially people who was just doing impersonations. Man, I'm like,
oh, that's messed up. Yeah, it's all
bro. I was like, leave the goat alone, bro. Wayne should have go.
Yeah,
always
you can't take away what he created. Like,
oh, bro, look. I mean, actually, I guess Kendrick kind of proved that you could.
But I don't know. You know, I don't know whose choice it was it though. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people think it was Jay-Z's choice to put Kendrick there.
I don't want to give Jay-Z that much power as deciding who was.
Because supposedly he's the one who chooses the entertainment, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if he had a big hand in it. But I'm not about to say it's because of Jay-Z, even if he was a deciding factor.
Yeah, because it's not only one person.
Yeah, no, I feel like it was bigger than just Kendrick versus Wayne. You feel me? Like, I feel like people actually took into account what would make a good performance and what people's performances were. Because a lot of people ask the dumb question. What songs of Lil Wayne's would be played? And this is one thing. I'm not going to lie. I entertained a lot of internet bullshit with at least 2 or 3 different people who were commenting on the idea of whether or not Wayne deserved the half bowl or halftime show. And I said, what do you mean, does he deserve it? People said, what Lil Wayne song is going to be playing?
I would say Got Money. You know, that's a dope song.
So many
songs. Money, man.
How to Love,
Mr.
Got
Carter.
Money, A Millie, Mr. Carter. Like, there's a lot of songs. Mrs. Officer, whatchamacallit, Fireman. And they said, all right, but are these household songs for the Super Bowl? Bro,
yeah, no songs.
We gonna be alright. Alright, cool. That is actually a black anthem. You feel me? If all these white people can sit here and listen to this pro-black music, why the hell can't they listen? Bro, you know how many white people in Louisiana be twerking to Wayne? Everybody know a Millie. Everybody who is 24 knows a Millie, bruh. Yeah. Even if they don't really bop with the song like that. I will say this. If you're trying to appeal to mass people, my mom is in, but I'm not gonna say how old she is. But I know my mom don't really want to listen to a Lil Wayne halftime show. And a lot of people in her generation probably share the same sentiment. With that being said, she also couldn't care less about a Kendrick Lamar in her, you feel me, halftime show. So what are we really debating about? I feel like both of them have just as much of quality music to be performed as each other does, because you're just asking what age gap in generation do you want to appeal more to. Kendrick is going to hit harder home with the younger generation and the people who are still in the know with what's going on musically. Wayne is going to hit hard still for the people who are like 50 to 25. I don't care. Fight me if you want to. Wayne has a solid demographic who would definitely rock with him as a halftime show. And the people who don't rock with him would still respect it because he's been in the game for 20, 30 years.
Is this the first time, because I know he did the one with Dre when he did the Super Bowl with Dre. Is this the first time an artist does it again? Because he was just featured over there and then now he's doing his thing, right?
I have no idea if this happened before. I feel like it's probably happened before. But I don't know. Most of the halftime shows I've seen has been one artist and with no features.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Or it's been two artists who did the whole thing together.
That's true. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I understand. Respect to Kenny. This is a dope accomplishment for any artist. Like.
Oh yeah. Cool.
So
yeah, definitely. That's I think.
And especially a rapper, because I don't know the last rapper who did it solo.
That's true.
You feel me?
Yeah. Because it took like almost 4 artists to do Drake's thing. Right? Like almost 4 or 5 artists.
Yeah. It is also crazy that they did choose rappers, because like even when the Super Bowl,
because it was just pop, right? Like pop.
A lot of time, yeah, like Beyonce, Lady Gaga, yeah, shit like that. Robin Thicke, was it Robin Thicke or was it Justin Timberlake? I think both.
What's her name? Katy Perry.
Yeah. And it was just one.
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah, Prince.
So that's what you expect, though.
You know?
The Prince, Michael Jackson, like, you expect that. Like, of course, them niggas don't need nobody else. Like, what? But I can't believe you ain't named one of them for your R&B artist. Fuck is wrong with you?
You got Usher.
I mean, Usher is no Prince, man. I'll give you Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson was his, like, idol. Mm-hmm. But still, what? Prince? What? Actually, I'm not gonna front. I wouldn't have thought about neither of them either. If you say R&B, I'm thinking, you feel me? If you say legends, I'm gonna say both of them. Like, you have to be top music legends, both of them.
Yeah, totally.
Prince or Michael?
I say Michael just because I would listen more to his music, you know, and I like more his dancing.
I feel like you would just have to ask me in what aspect. Because if you ask me based upon my personal enjoyment of the artist, Michael, I know more of his music. Easy.
Right.
If you ask me on my just like preference in person, Prince, that nigga funny as fuck. But for real, bro.
Gangsta too.
They both are, bro. They both are. And they both actually funny as hell, bro. Yeah. They both actually... have you ever seen a video of Michael Jackson, bro?
And Chris Tucker?
I think one of them Chris Tucker. But was it that the one who's in the back of the limo?
Yeah.
And he was like, look at that titty. Is that one? Bro, there's one he's in the back of the limo, bro, and they riding, and there's a bunch of fans and shit, and he's like, oh shit. That's a nice titty.
No, I was thinking the one when he's dancing on stage with Usher, and then Chris Tucker comes out.
No, I seen that. That's
that kid. That was hilarious. Like Chris Tucker's just funny.
Chris Tucker's a hard dude too. Just the fact that he's so good at his like imitation.
I met him. He's very humble dude. Very, very humble dude. Like, and he's one of my favorite comedians and stuff like that. He just has that unique voice, man. And he's just funny. Anything he says or does is just hilarious, man.
No, for sure.
And he kills his characters like if you watch all his movies and stuff, he just kills that character. Like, man, like I was like, man, I could watch Rush Hour 24/7. I won't get tired of Rush Hour. That thing's just hilarious to me.
Nah, Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan's a legend.
Yeah, totally Jackie Chan, bro. Like, he's dope. And Cat Williams hilarious as hell, man. He just cracks me up, bro. Cat Williams.
Cat Williams, that guy. About Friday After Next. Whenever I ask
Mighty Mike, right?
Yeah. I'm like, what's your favorite movie from the Friday franchise? If they don't say Friday After Next, I'm like, something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. It was like that movie has the most quotables out of all of them. I don't care. Fight me.
No, yeah, I agree. I met Terry Crews. He was a cool dude too.
Who haven't you met, G?
I don't know, man. Haven't met Cat Williams. I mean, David Chappelle haven't met. Everybody from Modern Family I met. Modern Family.
Yeah.
What's his name? The one who does Shark Tank. What? I forget his name. Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
And the other dude, the bald-headed dude, dark skin.
I don't know his name.
Darren or Dario.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Diamond, something like that. Yeah, I met him. Who else? I forget, but so many people, man. I forget.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But I never had a bad experience with people. What's her name? Amber Rose. I met her.
Where did you meet Amber Rose? We
worked on this film called Sister Code, I think the film was called Sister Code or something like that. And, remember that guy that came out in the show Moesha? It was Moesha's little brother.
Reggie?
Not Reggie. The other one, the little guy, like Miles. I think that was his name on the show. Miles. He's on that film too. And I met their Amber Rose. I think twice. Like,
what was your role in that film?
I was like one of her security guards.
During the film or during the actual shooting of it?
During the shooting, actual shooting.
Like in the film or like for the set?
No, in the film and stuff like that. So like I'm standing right next to her and stuff like that. She was cool.
How long have you been acting?
I think almost like 5 years or something like that. But yeah, I made a lot, but I don't think I had that much bad experience with people and stuff like that.
What's been your favorite project that you worked on? I
would say this one movie called Poker. I was like one of those hitman Asian, like it was like the government versus this Asian gang and stuff like that. So it was like a lot of like fighting and.
Are you Asian?
I'm part Asian, yeah.
What are you? No disrespect.
I don't know. The reason I say it because I took that DNA test, like 23andMe and stuff, and they showed me everything. I was shocked. I was like, wow.
Are you black?
Black.